This is the construction of the second of the two main components to our vessel. In the background on the glass table we can see the first one that is made up. From using half a piece of cardboard, we fold it together, tape it down the middle, and then completely wrap it in duct tape to create a very, very strong structure. In this video we create the bottom of our boat as well as the keel. The keel has an interesting open face design which will allow water to pass through it while we are paddling, giving it aerodynamic abilities, while it will make it very difficult for us to flip over because we will have to displace all the water inside of the keel for us to flip. This very ergonomic design should prove to be very, very effective for us.
Everything is better when we stick together. Side by side, you and I gonna win forever.
This is a video of us attaching our keel that has just been made to the boat. We are sealing down the boat to make sure all the parts that are sitting on the water are very, very well sealed, so we won't have any leakage into the main vessel of the boat to ensure that it will stay floating.
Blue skies, bouncy springs, we just named two awesome things. A Nobel Prize, a piece of string, you know what's awesome? Everything! Dogs and fleas, allergies, a book of Greek antiquities, brand new pants, a very old vest, awesome items are the best. Trees, frogs, clogs, they're awesome. Rocks, clocks, and socks.
This time lapse is the construction of the extra parts we are adding to the boat on the front and back to give me and Whit more space when we are in the boat. Our basic approach was to create two equilateral triangles that would be folded into our shape that would attach to the front. In doing so, we used basic geometry skills to find the perfect middle and the perfect area where when we folded up the flaps they wouldn't overlap too much. This is the boat after all the pieces have been attached. We are wrapping it horizontally in duct tape to streamline the boat as well to fill all seals. As you can see, the boat is pretty much put together. There's just a couple places that we need to fill in tape. This is a time lapse of us constructing one of the two paddles that we were using in the race. Robbie is doing most of the taping in this job, and as you can see, he goes and then he needs a little break, check his phone. Using the tape and pieces of rolled cardboard, we made a very sturdy paddle to use.
More free time for my awesome community. I feel more awesome than an awesome possum. Dip my body in chocolate frosting.
Okay, here's how we calculated the water line of our boat. So in the top right, you can see the drawing of the area of our boat. And calculating the area, we got 1,937.5 inches squared. So the volume of our boat is the area times the height. So then we can go over and look towards the top and look that the weight of water is equal to the volume of the water displaced times the density of the water, which in the given tables was 0.036127 pounds per cubic inch. Then using a scale, we found that the weight of our boat was 32 pounds, and from basic physics knowledge we know that the force of buoyancy is equal to density times gravity times volume, and when an object is at rest in water, that means that the force of gravity is equal to the force of buoyancy. So the force of gravity is the same as the force of buoyancy, so density times gravity times volume is equal to the weight of the boat times the gravity, so the gravity cancel out and don't affect the equation, so we get that the density times volume is equal to the weight of the boat, and the weight of the boat, as stated before, is 32 pounds. So putting the equation in with numbers, we get the density of water times the area times the height is equal to 32, and using basic algebra we find that the water line of the boat sitting in water would be at approximately 0.457 inches. Here's the finished product. Using all the tape allowed, we created a very strong seal throughout the boat and also gave it a different color scheme using both the gray and black tape.